Hey guys, okay. Since my last video, I let me think. The next day, that night I spent trying this girl entity trying to have sex with me. Family calls her Queenie. Queenie, that's her name. That's what they nicknamed her. Queenie, and she's about this big, and she just swirls around in me, and she fixes me up, rewires me, and she wants sex all the time. That's what she wants. Sexual experiences for 100 different reasons. They're all supposed to be good. So I ended up the next day watching a television series on the one of them guys called with the red crosses. It's a pretty good show. There's only one season though. Anyway, they fight and everything. I forgot the name of them. The Templars. Yeah. There's a lot in it. You should watch it. If you're into Christ and stuff, they show you a lot of stuff that goes on. And I've experienced it. Some of it. Anyway. So after that was done, I went to bed. And I was all into that movie. So I asked Christ, I go, is there such thing as the Holy Grail? So just for the hell of it, what the hell? Let's see what he says, right? So I go, is there such thing as the Holy Grail? And he goes, of course there is. And I said, well, is it on Earth, like they say? What does it mean? And he said, yeah, it's on Earth. And he said the Pope doesn't have it. The Pope don't have it. And it's a secret. No one's going to know about it. So they know where it is. Christ does. And the Pope don't got it. Probably as much as he wants it. Only killed enough people trying to get it. And he said that the Holy Grail is the Holy Grail is something to do with Christ. Yeah, it has something to do. I forgot exactly what he said. Damn. It was the water of Christ, or the waters of Christ, or it has to do with him, Christ, specifically. And it's a symbolic representation. But it is here on earth. It's a symbolic representation of Christ on doing this thing. So I went, well, how about the Ark of the Covenant? Right? The Ark of the Covenant, what's that all about? I go, is it on Earth? And he goes, yep, and the Pope don't got it, no one's got it. Well, someone's got it, and it's hidden and you'll never find it. And he said, well, I go, what is it? What does it do? Like, I watched all, the movies, like In Search Of, and all the different theories about what it is, and that, you get electrocuted and it talks to you and all this stuff. And all these things happen to you. And he goes, he didn't say nothing about all that stuff you see on TV, but he said, it holds the secrets of mankind. I couldn't believe it. I was freaked out. I'm like, holy shit, I gotta write this down. Holds the secrets of mankind. So, basically, it holds the secrets of mankind. How mankind came about. Humans. Us. Which, man, I'd love to get a hold of that. I would have really. It'd solve a lot of problems for me. Not really, but, I've always been curious. You read Zachariah Sitchin. That's about as close as you can get to actual what happened. But anyway, and only Christ knows where it is. Now they told me if I want to know where it is, he said seek. He said seek. So ask Christ consciousness, and you'll see it. but he ain't gonna say nothing. And I jokingly said about the cup thing there, like the Holy Grail. I go, Grace, tell me where the Holy Grail is. I'll go get it, And he went, whoa, he freaked out. And I'm like, I'm joking, dude. And he goes, you sinned. You can't touch it. You can't touch it. You can't have it. You sinned. And I'm like, I have? What sin? What? I sit here in a fucking house all day. What sin? I don't even want to know. Christ, whatever. One day he tells me I'm clean, the next day I'm sin. Who knows what? I don't know. So, that was that. Then I went to bed that night. This is where the fun begins. And this is basically the main video. I went to bed that night. Fell asleep. And for 2 hours, from the time I fell asleep, 2 hours, I had nothing but sex dreams. I wasn't having actual sex. They were trying to have sex. Girls were trying to have sex with me. And in the dream, I know my wife's watching, the kids are watching, Jesus is watching, and a couple other people. And I know that this is not a real me dream. It's being manipulated. In the dream, I know this. And so I don't have sex with anybody because there's something wrong. I just know there's something wrong, so I don't. But I know they're watching. And I wake up, and there they all are watching. They all get mad at me for not having sex. This entity wants to have sex with me so she can experience it. But then Grace uses it for countless other reasons. And I don't want any part of it, because I don't like that. Anyway, I can get into all the reasons why. But as I woke up, everybody's screaming at me really loud. And then about having sex. And then I confront them, right? And all of a sudden, as soon as I confront them, they all confront me with the same thing I confronted them with. And it was totally back at me, like in a minute, in a second. As soon as I thought it. I didn't even say it to them, I just thought it. And they were putting it back at me. So I knew I was occupied. So I knew there was someone in me. And I knew that little entity thing was in me trying to have sex. So I figured Christ is in me, she's in me, my family's in me, and they're all yelling at me. And then I woke up, and then I felt something going on with my ear. I looked, and there's a doctor. He's kept my ear open. The ethereal skins. And the day before, I had taken out a root. Now what a root is dead energy. It's been sitting in your head. My skins were broken here, and dead energy went in, and it rooted itself into my ear. Well, they were taking it. I took one out. I took a big ass root out, and it takes a long time to do because you got to work it. And then it's all spiritual, and you pull it out, and you get this big root. Well, there was still some crap left in there, so they got the doctors to cut the skins back and pull the stuff out, pull these roots out, these leftover bits or whatever. And he's got a Q-tip, and he's going in there, and he's like a Q-tip thing, and I don't know. But I felt them, then they stitched it up. The whole time I'm thinking, and they put it back on me, right? Instantly. And I realized I was in a program. And I finally got them to actually talk to me and still yelling my own thoughts back at me. And he said it was I forgot the exact word, but he said it's a program that reflection program. It's a reflection. So you get to, as you think stuff, no matter what it is, they reflect it back at you. And so you get to review yourself. And it's humiliating as hell. It makes you feel like a damn fool. Anyway, then that went on to 4 hours. I just laid there listening to them yelling at me for 4 hours. And I tried doing my usual disconnect. Then I just laid there. I got so tired, but I couldn't sleep because they're yelling at me. And it's loud. And the energy's in your head. The doctor's working on it. You can't move while the doctor's working. So finally the doctor got done. I rolled over, got comfortable, lay there listening to him till I fell asleep. And well, not till I fell asleep. I was laying there listening to him, and all of a sudden he goes, "All right, it's been long enough." And then they went and did something, and all of a sudden it went just black and white, like boom, absolute quiet. And I couldn't hear them at all. I could barely hear them. It was like way off in the distance. And I'm like, and they hooked me up to a machine, man. They just stick these electrodes under your head, turn it on, and your whole brain is a fucking speaker. Just like that. Then I went back to sleep as soon as it got quiet, because I was totally burnt, and started having dreams about sex again. And this one, there was 3 naked girls trying to get me, and they were all nice. And I didn't touch them. Then I woke up from that, and then I was totally out. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to Christ. So I sat and watched Peter for a while. Then around lunchtime, no, I had to go. I went to the res to get smokes with my mom. Then came back home, had lunch. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was up I didn't sleep at all, so I immediately fell asleep. Sex. Wake up all afternoon, go to watch a hockey game, go to bed. Sex. 3 nights and 3 days. Every time I closed my eyes, it was sex. And I wouldn't. And then last night, all night last night. No, well, not all night. The beginning. I fell asleep last night and had sex. Well, I didn't have sex, but it's all dream sex, right? And that was with 3 girls, that's right. And I woke up from that horny as hell, but I had to go to the bathroom, and that killed it by the time so then I went back, and I watched videos. I was up at 3 in the morning. I watched videos till 6, fell back asleep, and then I had this dream where I just woke up from it, and they were rewiring. I had a dream where they're rewiring my whole apartment. They're rewiring my whole apartment. They took my computer away, and they were rewiring it and giving me a new computer. And what it was them rewiring my body on the viewer, right? So my view, my way of viewing the world and everything is the old way. And in the dream, all these technicians and everything came in to rewire my whole place. Lights, everything. And basically what they're saying is, what the dream was, they're rewiring me. Oh, and yeah. Last night, after I woke up from the sex dream, I got in a big fucking argument with Christ, telling him I'm not having sex, that's all there is to it. And we had a big debate and a big argument and a big everything. They moved me from St. Lucian to St. Jude's, and which is another town. And because right after that argument, like I never got in trouble, thank God, but right after that argument, which I just got 2 days earlier, I just got done a fight. That was a bad one. But this argument was just on the edge. And Christ had already had me for like a long time, a few days. And he was going to get rid of me because he had Christmas shit to do. That's why he stuck me to Oceanside. So he put me to Oceanside a few days ago. And that's where the big fight happened. And Oceanside couldn't deal with me anymore. So they shipped me back to St. Lucian, and I got in a fight with him because of sex stuff. And then they shipped me this morning, to St. Jude's, where I had that weird ass dream about rearranging my wires in my apartment. Holy Christ. And I had to do nothing in reality. Not really. There is nothing to do. I'm always out of energy. By the time I wake up and have a coffee, I'm back in bed. Anyway. Plus it's wintertime, it's raining, it's cold, and you're just fucking miserable. Anyway. That was my week. And the argument last night was all about why I don't want to have sex. They already know everything about me because they've been doing it to me for 7 years. They know everything, but this girl wants to have sex experience with me and more stuff for JC. And I don't want it. I'm sick of it. So I'm fighting them to the end. I don't care. Whatever. Fighting them. Not giving it to them. And she's still here. She ain't going anywhere. I don't understand, man. Freaks me out. Then I broke my camera on top of it, but the camera still works. I just cracked the housing on the bottom. Well, cracked the whole bottom off. Brutal. So being spiritual, it's not that fun. They say, oh, just you wait till you get rewired. You're going to love it. You just wait. And I'm like, I like the way I was before. All I want to do is stop hearing your damn voices. But, no, they're going to heal me up spiritually, turn me into Jesus Christ and all that stuff. It's not like I wasn't that before. I never did anything wrong before this happened. So I don't know what the big deal is. They think everything's wrong with me. It's like you ask for help, 15 Christ come, and they don't ever stop helping. Ever. Once you're in, they're going to help you till you fucking die. So, if you want help, they'll give you help. I think they got nothing to do up there, man. They just want to help somebody. And plus, the thing is, I'm different. Because my ego, my brain, is hardwired to my wife and my kids in the spirit world, which is hardwired to Christ. And I asked Christ. Now 7 years later, I'm hardwired to Christ. And that's special to them. They love it. This guy perceives every damn thing we say and do. They love it. Now, I have gotten pretty good. Like, I healed up a lot. I've healed up a lot. And they stuck me back in the illusion, reality, my soul. They closed me all up, stuck me in there. And I don't really hear them all. Like, yesterday and today and the day before, I don't hear them during the day. It's only when I lay down and go to bed. Then I hear them a little bit. Sometimes I can't hear that. So I am. But as soon as I fall asleep, boom. I am right with them. And I can't get a system going for me. So I can't learn what they're doing because this damn girl, not damn, but this girl thing that's in me wants to have sex. So I'm not perceiving my way in the spirit world. I don't know what's coming or going until I experience it. Like, I woke up in the middle of a psycho program. She's having sex with me all night, and I wake up from that, and I'm disturbed by that, and here I am. And it's not, it's all good sex stuff. I love it, but I can't do it with people fucking looky-loos staring at me, right? I mean, I'm a guy, and I'm ready to go, and here, and they all think it's reality. They all act like it's reality. I'm like, I need skin boobs, not spirit boobs. I want real ones. I tell Christ that, he's like, this is better than... I'm like, maybe it is, but guess what? I wake up and it's all over with. He goes, well, until you get the girlfriend or whatever, you're stuck with this. And I'm like, I don't want it. I was doing fine before. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to pawn her off to you guys. So somebody, take her. If you're dying for spirit sex and you need healing, take her. It's not just sexual healing. She'll rewire your whole brain. She'll take out the garbage, take out the links, take out everything, rewire you all up, and you get sex all night long, or whatever you like. So anybody who wants to have spirit sex, give me your name, say, Christ help me, and I'll send Queenie over to you. She'll come in here and you'll be having sex all night long. Oh. And then the worst part is, as soon as the dream's over, you get up and you go on the internet to look at porn, and there's no energy left. You're not even horny. So you're like, well, fuck. You're horny all night. Naked girls walking around, you're trying to have sex with you, groping you, pawing you. Any guy would kill for it. Kill. I mean, it's like the best porn you ever seen. Whatever you like specifically. It's the best. But I can't get her revved up with fucking people staring at me. Like last night, at one point, I woke up, my kid's going, don't you talk. And she's got this cane. She got a cane with a little rubber knobby on the end of it. And she's poking me with it to see if I'm awake or not. She's not hurting me. They're just keeping an eye on me, right? She'll give me a little poke. And I'm like in this bedroom hole. It's a nice hole, but it's where they ground me so I don't go fly away and get in trouble, right? They tie me down so my soul don't fly away and go gallivanting and get in trouble. So I'm laying there, and I guess from their perspective, I'm laying there and I'm twitching and all of a sudden I go quiet. They're thinking, oh no, something's wrong, because I'm dreaming, but my soul's laying there, tied down, and so they'll take a stick and poke it, see if I react. So I woke up, and they're poking me with the stick. You sleep, you sleep. That's what my kid's saying. You sleep, you sleep. And I grabbed the stick and broke it and started a fire. She's like, Jesus, 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 Rich is starting a fire. He took my stick away. Well, I think it was JC's stick. And it had like a curly on the end of it, like that. It's like a walking cane. Fuck. You would believe the stuff that goes on. You wouldn't believe it. And the kids are innocent. They're just kids having fun. Doing kid stuff. Oh, man. You don't fucking believe the shit I see when I go to bed at night. I don't believe it. Anyway, that was my last bunch of nights. I think I'm going to make a UFO video like right now, because I need to do something different. Get my mind wrapped around something else. So hopefully the next video will be a UFO video. But in the UFO video, I want to put Google stuff, so maybe I won't. I don't know. Alright, guys. So that was my last 5 days. So remember, if you need healing and sex and you're with Christ, ask me and I'll send them over to you. I'll send her over to you. Alright. Later, guys.